Hi boys and girls, today we're going to do our mental math and fluency on the whiteboard that I have here. I am going to give you two equations and I'm going to ask you to please find a piece of paper and a pencil and write these down. So according to our rules with multiplication, what I am going to have you do is I am going to have you start off by making a line down, like over here in your answer, and start thinking about your 6 times tables. So I want you to do that for a second. Think about what 6 times 1 is, 6 times 2. And you are correct. 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, right? So feel free at any point during this video if you need to pause what you are doing, that is completely fine. So 6 times 3 is 18, right? You keep going. 6 times 4, 6 times 5. Just keep going, kind of like what we do. Don't forget about your song, Call Me Sixes. And that should help. You can also go back to the link that I had. I believe I sent that, but I can resend that as well. So what you're going to do is, now that you have done your 6s up until where you get 24, you are going to, by process of multiplication, you are going to figure out that 24 divided by 6 is in fact 4. The way that we can check this is also by multiplying 4 by 6 and then realizing that we get 24. You can do that through repeated addition, which we had talked about, which is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 24, or 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 24. Either way you spin it, 24 divided by 6 is going to equal 4. Now for 35. When we think of 35, what do we see? What is the second digit of 35? Think about it for a second. 5, correct. So what we are actually going to do is we can use our fingers for these, right? So we are going to count by 5s until we get to 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So that is going to be 20, 25, 30. Yes, so 5, right? We used our 5 times tables to get there. However, 7, if you just wanted to do your 7s, you do 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 4, and 7 times 5. I am going to give you a minute on your own whiteboard to get those answers. All right, so 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3, 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. So that is another way in which we can divide. All right, so the next strategy that I am going to show you is I am going to take you through the next part of mental math and fluency. So what do we have here? We have 40 divided by 8. And what you are going to do with that is you are going to, once again, write out your 8 multiplication tables. And you are going to make sure that you know 8 times 1, 8 times 2, and until you reach 40, that digit, until you reach that, then you will know what times table is the answer, right? Which can be a little hard. So we're going to take this together. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 5, 40. 8 times 6, 48. Now we have already surpassed 40, but I just made sure that I had 8 times 6 on here just in case, right? So 40 divided by 8. If I were to draw 40 dots on here and I were to make them in groups of 8, how many groups would I have? It's 5. And I can if I want. If I really wanted to go and I wanted to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that can also get very, very tricky. But what I would do is I would circle how many groups that I would have, or I would start off with putting 40 dots and then circling every time I got 8, right? All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all a math message that we usually have in class, right? But I'm going to be the person who says it, not the little machine that we have. So similar to, is pretty similar to yesterday's lesson for you. But our math message is the following. And I want you to feel, if you need to pause it, you can pause it. Our math message is 10 minus 3 times 2 equals what? So, Quincy played 3 soccer games. In each game, he scored 2 goals. How many more goals does Quincy need to score a total of 10? We have those parentheses there based on our strategy of using the PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We're using those parentheses first, correct? So what we are going to do is we are going to come up with a variable here. We can use G, just like a letter that can kind of help us figure out. G is for goals, so I figured that would be good. And what you are going to do is you are going to do 10 minus 6, you technically do not need your parentheses there, equals 4. There you have it. So please let me know if you have any questions about this, and I will link below for you the journal pages that need to be done. Please continue to study your multiplication day and night, and enjoy the rest of your evening.